Hello, welcome to class 2 section 3. This is our hands-on class. We'll be installing a production standard Hadoop cluster. Basically, we'll be installing on 5 nodes. One will be the master and rest of them will be the slave nodes. For our hardware requirements, we'll use Amazon Web Services. So the first thing we need to do is look into installation requirements of Hadoop. So we will be taking Hortonworks, who are one of the enterprise Hadoop cluster providers. So we take them as the enterprise Hadoop platform they provide and we install it. So the basic requirements are provided by Horton, and Apache Hadoop are almost same. We take operating system requirements and port requirements and hardware requirements, and we build them on Amazon Web Services. I'll show you how to build Amazon instances quickly, and there is some cost involved in it. We'll be discussing that. So in this section, we'll be looking into installation of Hadoop installation requirements and quickly launching the Amazon instances and connecting to Amazon instances using PuTTY, right? So let's continue with it. So Hadoop installation requirements. Before we move on here, we also have a document, working document, which is provided to you in the course, which is I'm showing you on the screen. So you can use this document to follow step-by-step procedures, which I'll be showing you in the video as well. This is a brief description of each activity we are doing on the video lecture, and it was completely transferred to the document, right? So all of them are working commands and all of them are updated while I'm doing that already behind the screens, right? So it will be useful if you want to have a look into it while we install it. So we can install Hadoop by downloading from one of the distributors for free or Apache Software Foundation. We can go with enterprise Hadoop distributions like Cloudera or Horton. They don't charge you for installing and using it. They offer completely 100% open source. They charge you for technical support if you want one, and training programs and partnerships. So if you want to go and download it straight and use them, it is a completely 100% Apache Hadoop implementation, and they won't ask you a penny or a cent to install it, right? The main advantage of using one of these enterprise Hadoop distributions, even for testing or production standard, is they offer a very good wrapper programs on top of Hadoop for monitoring and ease of cluster management and readily available web interfaces to see what is going behind the screens. And you can't every time log in into the Unix and see what is happening. So you can have graphs and all this stuff, nice colorful things from the front end to look into it, right? So we can find the requirements. I'll show you in a minute. And the current Hadoop versions, the Hadoop 2, which is 2.6.x now, which is also called MRV2 or Yarn, we have seen before. That is what we'll be doing, and which is the current market technology now, when most people are moving into Hadoop because of this one. So you should be taking this course as advantage to learn this one and get more grip on a Hadoop cluster using Yarn, right? It's a current market and very hot in the market for jobs. The next thing, current stable version 1.2. Most of them are implemented in 1.2. However, they are upgrading to Hadoop 2 now, right? So next, let's move on. So we'll be looking into identifying the ports required. First, let me show you the ports required page. Right. So there are hundreds of ports here. You can go and have a look in the above link. Right, this should be available in the document. So the main ports we are concerned are of HDFS and MapReduce, because those two are the core components of Hadoop cluster, right? So the HDFS ports, here it is, here they are. So the default ports will be using for name node web UI, name node metadata service, data node, and secondary name node. You can see all the ports here and respective protocols here, and journal node. And the MapReduce ports. So the default ports are used for MapReduce 120, 19888 and 15362. These are HTTP again, and you can find the description there. Yarn, which is resource manager, web UI, right? Scheduler, node manager, and resource manager. So we have seen the ports, and they all should be allowed through firewall and DMZ within the cluster landscape. Well, the network guys will take care of it. And next thing, while using Amazon instances, we have to allow these ports in the security groups, which will show you. Or for time being, we can allow any port to be accessed from any IP. However, it is not accepted in production, but for time constraints, we'll show you that one. However, you have to add each and every port and the respective protocol to be allowed from the firewall and accessibility within the cluster, right? So that's one important. So next, let's begin with quick overview of Amazon instances and end this video here, and we'll start actually installing Amazon instances in the next video. So a quick overview. Amazon provides a web platform. Basically, they are cloud computing providers which offers IaaS, SaaS, PaaS, which is infrastructure, software, and platform. You can build and run almost any type of software application on Amazon Cloud. You are eligible to play around with the free tier for 1 year, but this is not suitable for Hadoop installation because it is very tiny environment, like kids environment, and Hadoop is, the name itself is large and it's an elephant symbol, so it is not suitable for Hadoop at all. So by exploring free tier, you'll get a good idea of how Amazon works. To build an Amazon instance, we need to register and log in. This requires credit card or debit card details, which you need to be careful of, and we'll leave the registration part for you to decide, right? The installation, what we do on Amazon Cloud is exactly same if you perform on any of your local hardware or your company resources. The entire process can be followed with little or no modification, right? So that's the end of session here. We'll continue with actually launching the Amazon instances from Amazon Web Services, right? I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.